Hey everybody, Jan David Sutar here, AFC Northerners, Ravens! I know it's been a minute. I'm really sorry, guys. I am in school. I am in the middle of finals, and it has been a really hard semester. But props to DGBG and to Mark Herman for getting content out there every single week. I just don't have the ability to do that yet. School's ending, so I'm trying to make my way back in. So let's go ahead and talk about the Bills game that happened today and a couple of the other games. Browns won, Steelers won, so we have not clinched the AFC North title yet for King of the North. So we're getting there, though. I'm excited for the next couple of games, especially. So let's go ahead and talk about the Bills game today and that ugly win. So we came into the Bills' house today, and not only did we win, but we kind of won ugly. We had a lot of penalties. We had a lot of problems with basically breaking out the run like we had kind of planned on, and a few other things here and there. And I'm not going to be able to make this super long because everything's pretty much already been said. You guys saw the game just like I did. Finally, I get to see a game. But let's focus more on what went right that we can really get to the nitty gritty of and know is fixable, and what went wrong. First of all, Lamar Jackson is still a damn good thrower. He's just as good on his legs. Although I will touch on later about the Bills defense and how they kind of shut down Lamar Jackson, and for good reason, parts of our running game, to be honest. Great effort by our tight ends, Snead, Hurst. I mean, geez, there was amazing blocking going on also from Boyle. There were some issues here and there with, some drops, but overall, really good showing. Mark Ingram and Gus Edwards had really nice runs, but they were unable to really get as much production as I would have liked to see because the Bills defense was just that good. Bills fans, I know that this was kind of a tough loss, but for real, your D is legit. It actually did things that the San Francisco D couldn't do against us last week. I don't know if that's because of weather or not. We're going to see in the next couple of games. Let's move on to the things that are really stood out for me in this game, both good and bad. On the good side is that not only did we get the win, but we got it in kind of a Ravens way. It's kind of like ugly football season again today. Two was that I was really bothered by tackling on the defense. I felt that just in general there were missed tackles and that could have totally been done. I think that we missed Josh Allen. I think I want to go back and look at it, but I think it was 3 times where we could have gotten in there to get a sack, and he just eluded us. And that's just something that we can't allow happen going in. I also want to talk about the secondary and how they just allowed Beasley to get in there twice. Touchdown and then 2-point conversion. That's just unacceptable. Cannot allow that to happen, especially on that 2-point conversion because nobody had him. I was really proud of what the defense did in the red zone. Really kind of brought it. The person who I think I am most upset with in this game is actually Greg Roman. I think the play calling there for our offensive play schemes just wasn't as crisp. It wasn't as hard-hitting and smack-mouth is what I expected it to be. We had one time where it was a 3rd and 1 and decided to throw, and then it was a 4th and run and still didn't run on it, and I don't know why. I didn't think that their rushing defense was good enough to have stopped both times. So it's a little bit of a question mark as far as what was going. I think that the play calling in general on this game wasn't exactly the best. I wasn't really happy with it. Still breaking ankles with Lamar Jackson, but did not break Michael Vick's record today. So that was a little disappointing to see, but at the same time, it's cool. There's another game next week. But just in general, I've gotten a chance to go over the Ravens season from start to finish, getting a chance to really go back and watch each game, thanks to the DVR. And I gotta say, we really have made some amazing adjustments, not only in staff, but just in our schemes and play calling. And today was one of those days. Mark Andrews went out. Hopefully he'll return for next week. His knee is a little questionable, so we'll see how that goes. But even without him, Hayden Hurst stepped up. Willie Snead stepped up. Boyle stepped up in places. Didn't get a TD, I don't think. But in general, I'm really proud of how the front office is really kind of come into their own under Eric DaCosta in this year and really just made the changes they needed to have. Picking up Peters, picking up Earl Thomas, really, really good solid work from the front office, been able to get us there. And I know that this may be a little late because I haven't been on the show in a while, but legit, I'm extremely impressed with the caliber that we have gone for, and just in general, how good our team has come together. There's really something underneath of our team. I'm so excited to see what happens next, because I really think that at this point in time that we are a huge AFC contender. We'll see once we get into the playoffs, but we have officially clinched a playoff spot. So that's awesome. Now we just got to get in to be number one. And I don't think that there's a lot of teams in the AFC North right now that can stop us. I just don't see it. So let's get into a blame game for this. I would say that there was some bad play calling from Greg Roman. I wasn't really excited about some of the plays that he called. I have to go back and look and see how many of those plays were made that I didn't like that were under the 15-second mark, because I don't know if you know this, but after 15 seconds they cut off the microphone to the helmet and the quarterback is on his own after, whenever there's 15 seconds or less. So if those plays were made, within the 15-second mark or more, then that tells me something interesting right there. I'm really excited to have an opportunity to go back and watch games. I'm really happy that you guys are still here, commenting, being a part of this show. Hopefully I can, get a Steelers guy. I don't know where any of them are anymore. I mean, same could be said for me, right? I get it. But I would love to be able to get back and do a show with, Bengals guy, Mark Herman, Browns guy, DGVG, Dave Green, Browns guy, and see if we can get Chris or Gabe or, someone from Steelers. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got to get right back into studying for finals. It's so much work right now, but I just want to say that so proud of this team, so proud of the effort, and an ugly but great win in Buffalo. And I'm going to try and see if I can come back in the middle of the week and have another video that is a preview for next week. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. In the meantime, fuck the rest of the AFC North. Go Ravens. And I can't wait to bring you another one of these next week. Take care.